My name is Professor Sandra Joy Horvath, and I'm here today to help you to navigate your anatomy and pathophysiology class more easily. I want to explain the syllabus a little better for you and help you to be successful in our class. So I am sharing my screen right now, and what you should see is the very first sign-on page. And this is what our anatomy and physiology class looks like. It's the B session, fall 2023. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to open that up. And I want you to go right away to content. When you go to content, you will see your navigation menu on the left-hand side. You will also see a navigation menu on your top bar here in blue. So you can go ahead and you can navigate to some of the main sections of the course here. And you can also find everything you need to know, everything you need to access along this navigation bar on the left-hand side. Okay, so first, let's go to the syllabus and the syllabus understanding. The syllabus is listed in two ways. The syllabus is listed on the web page. That is through Daytona State. In my opinion, it's a little bit harder to understand. It's a little bit more chopped up into sections. So I would advise you to go to our syllabus, and it says here, easy to read version. And that's where I would advise you to go. After you are done reading the syllabus, you will go and download the syllabus understanding contract. And remember, when you're in these boxes, you always want to download what's in them. It presents a more readable form for you. See if I can get this to download again. And usually it will open it in Word. Okay, so after you read the syllabus, and I'm going to explain the syllabus to you, you will go ahead and read this contract. I understand it, and I understand all the requirements and the due dates. I have a computer, and I have the computer and English language skills necessary to participate in this 100% online class. The class is 100% online. It's interactive learning. There's no lecturing. You will learn from the Connect and from each other in your discussion post. You will need a knowledge of PowerPoint, Word, Falcon Online, how to participate in online discussions, how to upload assignments, how to download the Lockdown browser, how to access textbooks and assignments through McGraw-Hill Connect. And if you don't have a computer, because you can't take the course on your iPhone or an iPad, Daytona State will lend you a computer to use this semester. So I have to know right away if you don't have a computer so you can pick one up. We have assignments due on Friday this week. We start out, I give you a little bit more time the first week or the first section, but we go at a very fast speed because we only have 8 weeks. I understand my discussion post and replies will be professionally written at a college level English, and I will utilize spell check. I will go ahead and contact the Writing Center if I'm having trouble with composition and formatting. I will seek help early as needed in the Academic Support Center. and they offer tutoring both face-to-face and virtually. So there's no excuse that I can't come into the campus, I can't find a babysitter. You can make appointments and you can just meet with them virtually as often as you need. You have to check your email at least once per day, if not more often, because things change very quickly. This is a very fast-moving course. I understand I must contact the instructor as soon as I have a problem or an emergency, not after the fact. I understand that the amount of work that is required for an online class, it's not easier than taking it face-to-face. I understand that a 7 to 8 week course moves at a tremendously fast pace, and I am responsible to manage my time and know that late submissions will be penalized or given a grade of 0. I understand that my grade is an outcome of my work, and I earn my final grade in this course. I do not give you a grade. I facilitate your learning, and I give you your grade that you earn. Signature and date. I will accept an electronic signature, which is just a typing of that in the date. And that once you type your name on there or sign your name and upload it to the assignment section, that means that you have accepted the terms. All right. So where do we go ahead and after we read our syllabus and we sign the understanding contract, let's go to the blue bar under assignments. And right here is syllabus understanding contract, assignments, and you upload your file, your signed contract to here. And I go ahead and I get it from there and read it and assign you some points for that. So this is something you should have with you, print it out and carry it at all times. This is our schedule. It's very fast. There's not a lot of room for turning anything in late. Okay, so this is organized into sections, not weeks. So don't get caught up in the fact that every Monday is my post, every Friday is my test, etc. Each section is 5 to 7 days. The time for the due dates is 23:59. So just like Cinderella, at the stroke of midnight, poof, the assignments go away, turn into a pumpkin. All right. So the very first week, you already have assignments due on Friday. Your discussion post, your orientation, your signed syllabus contract, that's what I just went over, your introduction post, and your practice test. Then on Monday, you have already posted a discussion. You will reply to your classmate. Test 1 is due, and your assignments in your Connect assignments are due. So let's go all the way. I'm going to explain all these in the various videos, but let's go down and just look at everything. We have Thanksgiving in here. So in Thanksgiving, you have a longer time to do your assignments because it opens on the 18th. So it's 9 days here because we go ahead and legally you have these 2 days off. So you can, but plan ahead for your holiday. We come down to the final. The final is in red, December 14th, 5 p.m. That's when it's due. You have to be finished by 5 p.m. because as soon as 5 p.m. rolls around, I will be finalizing the grades and I will be submitting them to the registrar's office. All right, so back to content. So that is your schedule. Okay, so we learn things by interactive learning and we look up and research material, and I will do a whole video on the discussion post. But let me tell you that basically each section has a list of 5 questions, yes. So this says list of discussion questions by section. So let me download that for a little bit better look at it. If we are in section 1, let me blow this up for you. Okay, we will be dealing with these questions. Discuss homeostasis, define, explain how it works, and give an example, okay? Name one organic or inorganic molecule. So you will be assigned to a discussion group, number 1 through 4. You will answer, let's say you're in group number 2, you will answer question number 2 in every section. Question number 2, question number 2, question number 2. You will only answer that question. Let's say, for example, you found something very interesting and you're in group number 2. You didn't want to post about an organic or inorganic molecule, but you found something very interesting and it was telling about positive or negative feedback, characteristics of life. It has to be related to our section and it cannot be a question of another group. But if you find something else other than your question number, you can go ahead and say, I am posting a discussion about blah, 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 and it will be number 5. Okay, so the reason I list all of these is for some of you that want to plan ahead, you will know all the way through the semester what your discussion question will be. So, how do we know? How do we know what group we're in? Well, number 1, it's in the announcement session. And right here, it says AP discussion groups questions for fall B. And you click on that. And as you can see, loading. Let's give the computer a chance. You are all assigned a group. So you will, if you're in group 1, you will answer question 1 all semester. All semester. And when you write your post, you only write the whole post, which is 3 paragraphs about your question. You don't write question number 1, a paragraph about that, and then another paragraph about question number 2. You only write your discussion post about your question, all 3 paragraphs of it. Then, when you do your reply post to your classmates, you can reply to anybody. Okay, let's say for sake of ease, let's say I'm in group number 1. So I answer question number 1. I write my 3 paragraphs. I write everything, 2 criteria relating to homeostasis. I believe that's the question. Then what happens is everybody posts in the same place and we read everybody's post. And then you say, wow, this person in group number 2 really wrote an interesting article or post, discussion post, and I would like to reply to them. You may reply to anybody who is not in your group. Anybody who is not in your group. So that means you will be explaining a concept And then you will be reading the other post and learning about the concepts. And then you will have to look up and do research to reply to your classmate. So this way we get a lot of interactive learning. Let's go back to our tour of the course shell. Okay, so here's our groups. Buying the textbook. Okay. You can buy your textbook in a few different ways. I would suggest to you the easiest way, if you just can learn from an ebook, is to wait until class starts on Monday. So 3 ways to buy your textbook. Buy a book from the Daytona State Bookstore, the loose leaf book that they have, but you have to buy Connect Access Card. The Connect Access Card gives you computer access to the interactive program. Now, here is the Daytona Bookstore. Here it must include the Connect card. Here is your ISB number for the book, or you can buy it directly from the course shell. And if you don't have to have a book voucher and use a book voucher, I would recommend you go to the course shell. You will log into the course, you click on content, you click on connect right here. And then you go to McGraw-Hill launch. It will then take you to a page where automatically you need to register. When you register, please use your class, your school email, because if McGraw-Hill has to contact you or myself and ask me questions, I need to have your course email, your class email, so we can get in touch with you and everybody's on the same page. Now, after registration, it takes you to the purchase page. And what you want to hit is a digital tab because you need Connect Access. So you can rent it for 180 days. That's $107 for the ebook and or that's purchasing. And then you can rent the ebook for a lower amount of money. But you have to make sure you need both the book and the Connect card. If you're having any problems, you have to call Connect and they'll walk you through it. You can get on this page, the launch page, and tell them you want to get the book. Now, the great thing about it is, and I want your ears to perk up, after registration, it will take you to the purchase page. It will offer to give you 2 weeks free access in case you were waiting for student loan or grant money. So that means there's no reason on day 1 everybody should have access to the Connect program, because they're giving you 2 weeks free until you get your money and book situation settled. The last thing, option number 3, you may go to Amazon and you need both the book and the Connect Access card. The book and the Connect Access card. Access card for Sealy's. The book. All right, going back down the table of contents, how to buy your book. So, where do you go in there? Remember I said you would go into Connect Launch for your book, Connect Launch, McGraw-Hill Connect Launch, and then you would go to My Connect section. And then this is the teacher's part. So yours will look different, but when you click there, this is where it would say registration. Okay, so once again, it is Connect Launch, McGraw-Hill Connect Launch. Click on it and register. All right, contact your instructor. Pretty self-explanatory. Just a few things I want to tell you about this. Here is my information. My office is on the Daytona campus room. This is my office number. Please don't call that. I am very rarely in the office. Here is my email, and you know that it's the first name _ last name. Email is the best way to get in touch with me. You can also text me 24/7, including the weekend, for pressing questions. This is my cell phone text number. Please, if it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you can text me. I may not see it. I may be sleeping, and I will respond to it when I get up. But I don't want you to wait until the next day, because we have to get these questions settled. Because let's say, for example, you have a question on Friday. If I took off the whole weekend and didn't look at my email, then let's say you're off work on Saturday and Sunday, and that's your day to do the majority of your schoolwork, you would be stuck because you wouldn't be able to get anything done. So 24/7, text me. You can call me for an emergency, okay? But if I don't answer in person, leave a message, because I am not going to return your call unless there is a voicemail to respond to. You have to state your name and your reason for the phone call, and then I will respond to you. If you want to make an appointment to see me in my office, please, Thursday, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. by appointment. All of that is there for you. Pretty self-explanatory. Contact your instructor, okay? So we're down to Connect Technical Help. Get technical help for Connect. Okay? Get technical help. Here is the phone number available for instructors and students. They are available Monday through Thursday, 24/7. Friday till 9, Saturday till 8, and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. There is no excuse for you not getting your questions answered. This 800 number is where you call if you have problems registering. Please be on that page and on your computer so that when they answer your phone call, they will be able to guide you from there. All right? Get technical help for Connect. We also have, I will put our number, I don't see that on there, but I have our IT number. The IT number for technical help is in the syllabus, okay? Now, this says Introduction to Lockdown Browser for Brightspace, and I will go into that when I talk about your quizzes. Okay, so how to earn your points for Connect. I'm going to go over that in a separate video. Textbook chapters correlating to the sections. And this is just a breakdown that tells you in your assignments. Section 1, you'll have these chapters. and so on. So if you want to know what chapters or am I doing in this section, section 1 and so forth, this is how you correlate that. Connect Launch. Okay, so right here from Connect Launch, that is where you went. If you remember correctly, that's where you went to sign and register. Also, right below that are all your Connect assignments. You will have 2 welcome videos. One is worth 3 points and one is worth 2 points. So that's 5 points just for doing these. These are due this week. Then, once again, here's section 1, and I had it listed. I showed you the chapters by section, but here it's divided for you, okay? Section 1 has chapter 1 and 2, section 2, 3, 4, and 5. It has the due dates. They are all open starting today in case you want to work ahead, all right? So, how to post and discussion in this discussion section and how you'll do a reply. I will do another video on that. How I'm going to grade your post. I am going to do a video on that when we talk about the discussion post. Let's see. I have an example of an excellent post, correct writing format. I will go over that with a discussion post. Help available for students. We have a writing specialist who is embedded in our course. Her name is Joelma, and we will give you her direct email address. And if you have a really poorly written discussion post or you're having trouble with your formatting, I will automatically refer you to her. And here's her email. Also know that as far as the writing goes, you don't have to wait for Joelma and her hours. You can go directly to the Writing Center, and I have a direct link in the course for you. And once again, with Joelma or anybody in the Writing Center, they can all help you. You do not have to go face to face. You can always book a virtual session and they will help you. Once again, if you're having trouble with your anatomy, virtual anatomy tutors. Academic support, you start here. Start with the chat, direct me to the anatomy tutors, okay? Once again, library and tutoring. How can I start working with a tutor? Click here, the Writing Center. Okay, so that's help for you. Academic help and writing help. Get it early so you can bring your grades up. Put a star by this. Put 10 stars by this. Study guides for test and for final exam. For each section, I have a study guide. It's directly related to the test content. So for reviewing, and as you're going through your work, what I would do is I would make a copy of this, leave some space for you to put your answers, and I would go ahead and put my definitions, and I would answer these questions. Remember, for the test, you are able to use your book. It's open book and use your notes. So put 10 stars besides the AP study guide. Last but not least, additional resources. These are PowerPoints for each chapter that are a good outline for each chapter that's in there. And sometimes students have a problem outlining because they put too much material and they kind of end up almost like copying the book. So this is a down and dirty outline. You can use it as like a flashcard or a study guide. Each chapter has a PowerPoint. You see what a great outline that is? All right, we have finished our broad overview orientation video, how to navigate in the course shell. It's a lot of information, and that's why I will list individual how-to videos for each assignment and/or section that we need to have a great understanding of. Once again, welcome to Anatomy and Physiology, and I hope to see you all in the School of Nursing, where I also teach.